Sam.
Ruben, congratulations on the point. In your TV interview, you said in the future you don't want your team to play like that. But most people would have thought that today was a lot better than a lot of other performances. Could you just explain?
It's just the low block. It's just the way to give the ball to the opponent. It's just that. But the spirit to follow the plan, to be together, that is a good thing. We have to. This is an example for the future. But I'm just saying the low block, and you can feel it a little bit, the frustration of our fans in the first half. That's all.
Could you explain what it is that you want different though? You want to start your team further up the pitch because, as I say, I think most fans would have thought that you played well.
No, and I think we the plan was perfect. What I mean is that we have to have more possession of the ball, more control of the ball, to press a little bit high. We press sometimes, especially in the goal kicks, on the free kicks near the Raya's goals. We press quite well. But in the future, I want to play a different football, to spend more time attacking with the ball in the last third than defending in the low block. That's all. The rest, I think, is an example, and the people appreciate the effort of the players.
Ruben, it seems that the best performances under you so far have come against the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Is that a problem? You know, what's that say about your team that they do that, they don't do it against, let's say, Tottenham or Brighton?
I don't know. Maybe it's that in that games is a little bit more acceptable to play in the low block, and that can help us a lot. Against other teams, we have to push forward. That's why it's difficult here. Sometimes you have to press high. It's more difficult. Sometimes the characteristics of the players are not there to do that. But when you train and you play in the club like ours, sometimes you have to push forward no matter what, and I think that is the biggest reason for that to happen.
Samuel?
Ruben, were you even more pleased with the performance given the tight turnaround between the games and that you only made 2 changes with lack of players injured?
You are asking why I did.
Were you particularly pleased given the tight turnaround? You couldn't really rotate too much of the game.
I think, I was really pleased. If you see also the game, we controlled the first minutes without the ball. We score near the half time. That helped us a lot. In the end, in the second half, we had more space and more energy also because of the results and our fans to score another goal. So if I look at the performance, I'm quite pleased even with all the problems.
Would you expect to have some players back for the Sociedad game?
Maybe Ugarte. I don't know. We'll see.
John?
Can I just ask you about the quality of Bruno Fernandes today? The goal was sensational, wasn't it? When he was a big player to step up.
I think he step up all the time. Sometimes he can show some frustration in some moments that can hurt him more than anybody, and I understand that. Is that frustration? He wants to win, but he's also always available, always there to play in different positions. And when we need sometimes a goal, a free kick, an assist, he's always there. So I think he's a very good example. He does some mistakes, that's normal, but he's a very good example for the other players.
Carl?
Mr. Amorim, you said there was more space and more energy in the second half from the team. How do you make sure the team starts like that in the first half against?
Because you are in front of the result, and then you are in the second half, and you feel that you can score. And when you are in this moment, you don't feel so tired. That I think is that feeling, and when you start the game, you know that you have 90 minutes, 75 minutes when you have to defend, not to suffer a goal, and try to score a goal. So I think it's more a plan. If you can if you can be inside of the game or on top of the game at half time, in the second half we will be more dangerous and the players feel more confident to play a different football.
Do you think there's a confidence issue with your team at this point?
It depends. I think we are starting we believe more during the games because we feel comfortable, you feel I can do this, we are okay, and then we are growing in confidence during the game. Not so much in the beginning. In the beginning, we tried to understand, but then during the game, I felt that also in Spain. During the game, I think we increased the confidence and the quality of our game.
James.
Ruben, just on Bruno again. If the club had signed more players with his level of quality, but not just quality, his mentality, ability to play every 3 days, do you think the club wouldn't have been quite in this position? And going forward for you, how crucial is it that you bring in players with that level of quality, with that level of mentality, with that level of availability?
I think any coach, when he wants to bring players, he expects the best. But sometimes they have to adapt, and sometimes you have luck with the character of the player or not. Even with all the investigation that all the coaches do before signing players, what I can say is that we need more Brunos. That is clear. Not just the quality, the character. Not some mistakes, but the character that he has, the availability in this league is so important and is so decisive with the ball and without the ball.
Last question, Richard.
I really just wanted to ask him how Lenny Euro is and what did you make of in Eden's debut?
Eden is so relaxed. He seems so relaxed that sometimes he's too relaxed. But I think we have a player there, so now we have to control and to tell him that was just a game and etc. etc. Lenny, he has something in his foot. I think we'll see if he's available for Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Raise your hand if you have a question, we'll come to you. Cameras are right at the back. Good. We'll kick off with Dave from The Guardian.
We're frustrated not to win the game, but with everything that we did, especially in the first half, it's 43, 44 minutes. The dominance, how we dominated every aspect of the game, full control. We lacked a little bit in the last 15, 20 minutes for that shot to have more purpose, more direction, the last pass, the last action. But the game is clearly for us and going in the direction that we wanted. Unfortunately, one long ball, we don't manage that ball well. We give it away, we create a foul in a really dangerous area when you have to rely on them not taking advantage of the individual quality. And that's a really bad bet against Manchester United. They capitalized on that. And in the second half, we tried to generate the momentum. We scored the goal. And when my feeling was that they were very struggling because they could not get out, and I didn't feel that they had the legs to that, we opened the door for them to maybe win the game, because we gave some very unusual balls away and very basic things done really poorly. And even though we have 3 big chances, the reality is that David saved us, and at the end, in the last chance, we could have lost the game.
John from Mirror?
You're obviously chasing down the title, and you've dropped points in 3 consecutive games, which, bearing in mind the standards you've set the last couple of seasons, is most out of keeping. How frustrating is that, and what do you put that down to?
Today, the efficiency we have in the last 20 minutes, it wasn't good enough. We know that, because for big parts of a lot of things that the game demands to go to Old Trafford, and what we did, superb. But at the end, you have to capitalize on that when the team is so dominant and much better than the opposition. And today we didn't. And then you have to overturn a result, which we know how difficult it is to do that here, and you have to expose yourself a little bit more, because you have to take more risks as well. And then the game, as I said before, could have gone the other way in the last few minutes.
Can I ask you about the free kick? Because the issue with how far back the wall was, and then also David's position.
They just mentioned that if Bruno has done that, football is for smart street players, and if he's done that and capitalized on that, he was more clever than us and the referee. I don't know, but he's done it. It was a goal, so they took advantage of that. That's for football is for clever people.
Tom from London?
Mikel, you had Martinelli coming off the bench, obviously a big boost to see him back. Are you confident having that quality back when you've got games in the Champions League coming up? That could be a real game changer for you.
Yes, but I mean, we have to rely, and we can do better with the players that we already have, and we have to do it consistently, because we did it so well 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and it's about doing it again and again and again. What you did last week, it doesn't matter. It's very positive that with the ones that we have, we can do better in terms of what we produce in the final sets.
Ruben was just in there saying that he wishes he had more Brunos in his team. Do you look at anyone in your team and think, I wish I had more of those guys?
No, I'm very happy with the ones that I have.
Simon, even standard?
Mikel, you obviously got Gabby back early. Is there any chance of Bukayo coming back early?
With Gavi, it was a bit different, the kind of injury that he had, and we talked, I think, last week that he was much closer than B. After international break, let's see where he is. His progress is really good. He's really willing, as we can all imagine. So we are positive that in a few weeks, hopefully, he will be back.
When we heard from Ruben, he basically said he didn't want his team to play in a low block. That's not how he wants to play. Is there a worry for you that opponents, when they play Arsenal, seem to think a low block is how to stop them? You sometimes struggle to break that down.
Well, but I think he mentioned it. I think it was very clear that he didn't want to play that. But in the manner that we dominated the game, they didn't have another chance. And then he scored a goal, and they capitalized on that, and we were unable to score the second one.
James Athletic?
Mikel, all season, people have asked you about number 9 and centre forward. But when you look at that last 20 metres of the pitch, is actually the other areas where Arsenal can be better in terms of creativity and actually making those chances.
Yes, for sure, and that's responsibility of all of us, and we don't want to put that into the 9. So I fully agree with you. That's the initiative that everybody has to take, especially when we defend, we attack against so much density. We've done it in the past, we've done it recently, but we have to do it consistently.
And this low block, I mean, as Simon said, it's becoming a real consistent thing that Arsenal come up against. Is your training now very geared around that in preparation?
Yes, and that's why as well another big part of that are set pieces, and we have another situation we generate that. So that's another tool that a few months ago, were exceptional and opening a lot of games. and we lost a lot of players up front. So we need to recover all those things as well because they are really helpful.
Okay, and finally we'll go to Jamie up there.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
The gap's 15 points. I know you have a game in hand, mate. I know you'll always fight for them, but deep down, do you feel the title race is over?
I don't want to say that, but today the frustration is that we haven't won our game. We know the urgency, and you are obligated to win every single match. You want to have any chance of doing that. I don't think it's the right moment to talk about that anyway.
Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.